Welcome everybody to Rusty Money Gaming here on YouTube, a place where we gather in the barn house for challenges, live streams, let's plays, and more. So I hope you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this next creation by myself, Rusty Money. Good day, good people. Welcome everybody. It's Rusty Money here on PlayStation Network and Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube. We are here on No Man's Land for Farming Simulator 22 here on PlayStation 5. And I'm here to bring you a top mods video for forestry. These mods are mods that I have enjoyed to use in the first year of playing Farming Simulator 22. Now, some of these mods I'm going to show you are also mods that we had back on FS19. I'm just going to show you a brief showcase of each mod that I enjoy to use when it comes to forestry, because I feel I do forestry in probably a little bit different way than some other people, and we all have our own way of doing forestry, but there's certain things in the forestry side that I don't care to use. I have found easier ways for myself to do forestry. So each one of these I may try and state the mod creator, but some of them I can't pronounce. So I'm going to try and put all of the mod creators for each one of these mods up on the screen. You will see the mod creator's name. But first off, these are in no particular order. They are just what I like to use and what have used the most for doing forestry. Now, I actually had this set up for about 23 mods, and I narrowed it down to 17 just because it was a lot. It was a lot to show. So first off, here is the first one I'd like to show, and this is the 50-foot Gooseneck transport trailer by 82 Studios. And if we go into the store, we will see some more customizations for this thing and the price. And here in the store, you will find the 50-foot Gooseneck transport trailer in low loaders. And it is at the end of my list here, and it has a base price of $8,000. Now, this Gooseneck transport trailer will also haul seed, fertilizer, and herbicide, as well as you can make it a bale autoload trailer. So let's look at this in the store here. And here in the store, you have standard function, which we're on right now for a standard price of $8,000, but we can then change this to a bale autoload, and it will hold 30 bales. Then we can go to a nurse trailer Unreal. So the nurse trailer, you will see there's a little like basket cage underneath the trailer and a little, looks like a little fuel tank underneath the front of the trailer there. Well, that's where it holds the capacity for your seed, fertilizer, and herbicide. And it has a Unreal capacity of 46,000 liters. And then you can just go to nurse trailer for 4,600 liters. So that's your base. And then you have the Unreal capacity at 46,000 liters. Okay, now you can set this back to standard, but you have a whole bunch of different wheel brands and wheel setups. I'll let you look at those. And then on the tail, you can have it as a flat deck like it is here. You can put a dovetail on it or a ramp, and my favorite is to customize it with the ramp. And then you can put mud guards on it, yes, both, or you can put back or no and back to both. And then it has floor panel designs, design 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then attach your type. We have gooseneck and bumper pull. And then for extras, so on this trailer, you can also have it here as standard. Extensions, which is those little silver rectangle strips that are on the edge of the trailer. Those will fold out and make this trailer wider for bigger equipment. Or you can have log poles, which are those red fold-down poles on the sides of the trailer right there that have the white stripes on them. Or you can have just side rails for a more, realistic customization, if you will, for strapping down items. And then you have back to standard. And then you can have a length of 20 foot, 50 foot, 40 foot, 30 foot, and back to 20 foot. And then you can have your main color, any one of these colors here. And your design color, you can put any one of these colors here. And your design color is the front little piece of the trailer right there. And then rim color, you can have any one of these colors here. And then your license plate. So that is the 50-foot gooseneck transport trailer by 82 Studios for a base price of $8,000. And I have this one here customized for log pulls. And you can see I have a measuring stick. And usually what I like to do when I use trailers for logging is, unless I have a tree harvester, I make the log that I'm going to load on it as long as the trailer will allow it to fit. So I have put a log on here, just using the length of the trailer, right here being the end, not including the ramp, and the front of the trailer here. So just an approximate little length there. So a good measuring stick that I can also pick up and put beside other logs, and then cut that to length and put it on my trailer. So that's just the way I like to do things. Now the next mod I want to show you is the CSZ Pack, and the CSZ Pack by DD Mod Passion has a lot of tool attachments for like your front loaders, wheel loaders, skid steers, telehandlers, stuff like that. So I got a few of them right here. And the first thing is this adapter, which is for a front loader, is the one I have. And then we have this translator, which is translating my front loader into a telehandler. And then we have this shovel fork logs. And then over here, I have the big bag handler from the CSZ Pack. And then I have the double fork carriage for logs. And then the last couple I have here are the this one here, which is the extra elevator for telehandler, which you can also get this for front loaders and other things. And then we have just a multi-purpose bucket. And then one of my favorites, which is another part of the CSZ Pack. You just got to know where to find it. And this is a dozer blade that you can put on a telehandler or a wheel loader. But I love this little dozer blade. Okay, so to get into a couple of things about the CSZ Pack, which is kind of cool when it comes to logging, and is my #1 item and using for logging, is we have my tractor here. And if we hook up to this adapter for my front loader, see, then we can then translate my front loader into a telehandler by hooking up to this translator. And now I can use a telehandler tool attachment on my front loader as this shovel fork for logs. Now the neat thing about this fork is this fork even though it's got a long bottom to it, it has straps. So you can see here, I have just strapped in a large number of logs, which is more than this tractor can lift right now. But we have picked up those logs with our attachment. So we're just going to go ahead and drop that right there, and I'm going to unhook all of this. I will let you all check that out. It's a little bit more on your own, but let's go ahead and detach all this, and I'll show you some of this stuff in the store. But you can see that that shovel fork that's for a telehandler there, for logs, does have straps. Now this is my absolute favorite one to use, which is called the Big Bag Handler on the CSZ Pack. And the reason I like this one is because you can pick up a large amount of logs. And if you have them neatly stacked, you won't have any problems moving those logs. So you can see we just picked up all those logs in that stack right there. Okay, now let's hop out, and we're going to jump over here and show you this double fork carriage for logs. I like this one too. I used this one back in FS19 a lot. And the neat thing about it is the way it operates. So we'll lift it off the ground a little bit there, and we will open it up, and we can also spread our width of pickup right there with this. Now, this does also have a nice firm grip on the logs. So you can see here, let's see if we can get under those. It slides right under logs pretty decently, but then if you just flip them up into it, and of course I can only grab one as a demonstration, of course. But usually you can get a pretty good amount of logs picked up with it, and it doesn't have any troubles hanging on to the logs because it goes tightly down against the log. All right, now let's move on because there's a couple of things I want to show you. So you can get a number of logs picked up in this carriage fork as well, and I'll show you a trick to do that. Now, let's move in here. Now, a neat thing about this this one right here, this extra elevation, and the reason I want to show it to you is, see, we can go all the way up with our telehandler. Okay, and we can zoom out, and we are fully extended with our telehandler, but now we can, if I hit the right button here, we can then raise our bucket even higher. So that is what's neat about that extra elevation. All right, now let's drop that right there. And let's move on. You can check that out a little bit more yourself, but it gives you a little bit more height extension. Now you can get that also for a front loader as well, just for a tractor, the extra elevation. Alright, now the reason I like this dozer blade is because it just works really well when it comes to wanting to push your logs into a nice neat pile, because I like having my logs in a nice neat pile, and it fits right down to the surface of the ground really smooth. So that is the dozer blade. All right, now let's move on to some other things here, but we got to look at these in the store really quick. So let's jump out of there and look at those in the store. So in the store, we will go to front loaders first off. Front loader tools, and we had here is the start of your CSZ pack right here for $2,400, and all these attachments right here go all the way across. And a number of different things for front loaders, telehandlers, wheel loaders, all that good stuff. You can see we're at the end of the list now. But the thing that we were going to look at here that we all showed you was, first off, let's see, where is it at? We have the big bag handler right here, which is only $250, and that is for a front loader, telehandler, wheel loader, skid steer. Right there is what you can get that for. Okay, here is your double fork carriage for logs, and that is for a front loader, telehandler, wheel loader, and $3,200 for that thing. And then if we get into your adapters, here is your adapters that I had on my front loader. So you have an adapter that up in the upper right hand corner above below your money. It says adapter front loader to skid steer tool. And then you have an adapter from front loader to telehandler, which is this is the one I had right here. Front loader to telehandler. $250, and then you need that extra part to translate it then. So then we are translating my front loader into a telehandler, and this is what you need for $350. And then I had the other carriage fork for telehandlers. So if we go into telehandlers here, the fork I had for the logs is this direction down the list. Shovel fork for logs right there, and this is available for telehandler, wheel loader, and telehandler. So just telehandler and wheel loader, and is $1,400 for the telehandler and $1,650 for the wheel loader. Okay, then if we go into telehandler tools, we go to the shovel bucket, which should be towards the beginning of the list here. We had just the standard one, the multi-purpose bucket right here. $2,800 is what we had for the telehandler. Shovel bucket, or multi-purpose bucket, I should say, and it is available for front loader, skid steer loader, and then you have these leveler customizations, activate and deactivate. I haven't quite figured out what that's for yet, but that is that there. Okay, and then the extra elevation. The extra elevation is towards the end of the list here, if I remember correctly. Here is your extra elevation mod for $550, available for telehandler, wheel loader, front loader. $550, and then we had the dozer blade, which is right here in telehandlers, and it's available for 3-point, wheel loader, and telehandler for $3,500. All right, well that is the CSZ pack by DD Mod Passion. There is a lot to that pack, and so yeah, I suggest that. Now the next mod here is the Devour Trees mod, which is this green looking thing I have painted, and then I got a couple extra mods right there to go with it. But this thing will delete trees. I shouldn't say delete trees. It cuts trees into wood chips. And then if you want to get rid of stumps, you can also use this thing to get rid of stumps. Now, the best way to get rid of the stumps I have found is back on FS19, and it also works really well here on FS22, is to delete the stump after you have cut the tree, if it doesn't delete it when you cut it, is you put your stump on the left side of this Devour Trees mod. So you have your stump right here on the left side. Pull up with the stump on the left side. Or you can lower your Devour Trees mod on top of your stump, but have your stump on the left side of this Devour Trees mod. So have your stump right under here, not on the right side or in the middle, but towards the left, and it will cut it a lot easier. Now let's just hop in my truck here. And my truck here does allow a front attachment of a front lifter. I will put my Devour Trees on, and I like this setup. So then we will turn on our Devour Trees, and we are cutting wood chips. Now, if we just pull over here to the left side of that stump, just like so, it got rid of it, just like that. All right, now let's hop out of there. And then to fold that Devour Trees to shut it off so it's not shooting into anything, here on PlayStation 5, you just hit your L1 and down arrow, and it folds it back. All right, let's jump out of there, look at that in the store. So that is in forestry equipment, and it's this Devour Trees mod here for a base price of $25,000, has a capacity of 50,000. I have it customized to Unreal, and you can also get a no capacity on it, so then it doesn't hold any wood chips. It just cuts the tree out for you. And then yeah, I got it customized to hold a capacity of 50,000 liters is the way I have it set up, because it will hold a capacity of 50,000 liters, just customized and purchased like this. And then you can do the real customization, which is what we are on right now. Or you can do the Unreal, which then puts the blowout auger on the top. And then you can paint it any one of these colors here. And you can purchase this then for $125,100. So it works really well, and this is the Devour Trees mod by Raleigh Christie. All right, so now on to the next mod, which is the Farm Sawmill by the Lort. This is a placeable in build mode for $10,000. A really nice little sawmill that has a small footprint and works really well. And it is by the Lort. So in build mode, you will find it here in your build mode, in productions, in factories, and our farm sawmill is right here. A really small print in my opinion, and wood chips right here, where you get your wood chips out. You sell your wood right here in the front. This is your sell wood icon thing, and there is your wrench for seeing the operation of it, and then your pallets will spawn in over here. It does a pretty good rate for pallets, but let's look at this. So our farm sawmill here is shows 3 logs into 4 planks plus 0.15 wood chips. I only have 5,000 liters of wood in there right now, but this has, I believe, a capacity of around 100,000 liters, but you can look at this mod in the mod hub and check the description for that exact amount. But I will just tell you that this little farm sawmill works really well at making wood planks. So I suggest you give the farm sawmill by the Lord a try. On to the next one, which is a tractor for forestry. And this is the Fiatagri 18090 by Pepe 978 with the base price of $33,500. So let's look at this in the store. So in the store, it's in medium tractors, if I remember correctly. And it is right here. The Fiatagri 18090 has a base horsepower of 180 horsepower and goes 24 miles an hour with the base price of $33,500. Now it's got a whole bunch of different wheel configurations, but what I always like to do for wheel configurations when it comes to forestry is first off check to see if we can do twin wheels. Most all tractors I use in forestry, I put twin wheels on it for balancing, to give it more stability of staying on the ground and not tipping over. That's just my opinion and how I like to do things. Now, the next thing then that we can customize on here that I like to do is we can do a design and put a forestry cage on this tractor. And then the neat thing about this tractor also is we can do beacon lights for our tractor, and also the ability to have a front loader, which is one of my favorite things about tractors, is them having the ability for front loaders. And then we also, whoops, put our beacon lights back on there, and then our configurations up here at the top. We can do a front leakage, weight plus rear mud guards, 900 kilogram weight and rear mud guards, or 450 kilogram front weight rear mud guards back to standard. But the thing I like is having the front linkage on it. And then we go back down and we can put our front loader back on. And this is going to be only, only a base price then of $47,050 if we set it up just like this. And this tractor has 180 horsepower. This is by Pepe 978. A really nice tractor. Now, the only thing a lot of people don't like about this tractor is it's loud. But I will tell you that this tractor has far more power than what it has in the store, saying it only has 180 horsepower. It is a little power horse, if you will. On to the next one, which is a hydraulic bollard, which is available in the build mode. And this is by NYKK3. These are very handy in doing forestry, and I think you can see why I like them, as you can see why we have it set up like this. So if we get into our tractor here, and we open up our forks, we can slide up against our logs, we can push them up against our bollards, and then we can make sure that we have all the logs we wanted to pick up picked up at one time and shut down our forks. So they work really well in helping you do forestry if you have your laydown yard somewhere. But you just walk up to these and you can shut them off or turn them on. There's a couple of different ones, but in the build mode, if we go into the build mode, where are they? There they are. Yeah, so they're in build mode and decorations in others, and they start right here. Hydraulic bollards, $1,500, and that is just for one. Then you can get a set of 3 right there, or you can get a set of 5. And then there is a single hydraulic bollard automatic. So you can get bollards that are automatic that raise and lower once you get close to them, I believe is how it works. I don't like the automatic ones. I like the ones you can manually shut off and turn on, which is the ones I have placed. But for 5 bollards, which is what I have, at $7,500 to place. They just work really well. And again, that is by NYKK3. Now on to the next mod here, which is the John Deere 40 series by Black Sheep Modding. This was a favorite one of mine back on FS19. It's back here on FS22. And this is a good little tractor for forestry because of its customizations that relate to forestry. So let's check this out here in the store. In the store, it is in medium tractors. And here is the 40 series, John Deere 40 series. So you can get the 4-wheel drive or the 2-wheel drive. They're both $55,000 base price. The one I have out here is the 4-wheel drive. And we have configuration standard front 3-point hitch, which I always like to put on. Then you have different weights right there. Engine setup. So we have a base engine setup of 112 horsepower all the way up to 146 horsepower. Several different wheel brands, but again, the favorite thing I like when it comes to wheel setups for tractors for forestry is seeing if there's ability to have twin wheels. We can have a European version or a US version for design configuration. I'll let you sort through more of those. Beacons are available, but then we can put a forestry cage on it like so. You can put a front loader attachment on it like so, and a license plate. So a neat tractor, John Deere 40 series by Black Sheep Modding. And doing those customizations we did right there is only $71,000 at 146 horsepower. But yeah, a great little tractor. And again, this one has a little bit more power than what it's rated at. And then on to the next one, which is one of my new favorites that I didn't use in FS19 very much, but have used in FS22. And this is the John Deere 7R by PFOTE for $247,000. Now, this is a large tractor, which is one of very few large tractors available in the Mod Hub that have a front loader. And this tractor works really well because it can lift a lot. So let's look at it in the store. So in the store, it's in large tractors. It's towards the end of my list here. And here is the John Deere 7R. Here is the based engine setup for 290 horsepower, but it will go all the way up to 388 horsepower. And then again, we will look at our wheel setup, see if we can put some twin wheels on it like so. And we can put that to a US version because I am from the US in Nebraska. And then we can do different kinds of decals, other customizations you can sort through. But I wanted to highlight this mod because it's a large tractor and also comes with a front loader. And so your attachers right here, you can have a front 3-point or front loader. So you lose the ability to have the front 3-point, but you can put your front loader on it like so. And then main color, you can do green or black. Design color, you can do yellow or green, which changes changes the color of your GPS satellite up there on the top. And then rim color, you can do yellow, black, or green. And so, yeah, a great tractor. So customized just like we did there for 388 horsepower with the front loader. And so also in the store, this has its own special front loader. Into our front loaders, and oddly enough, I'm surprised that front loader doesn't show up in combinations, but here is your front loader for the John Deere 7R right here, which is the John Deere 700M. And it says right below the price of $15,500, it is for the John Deere 7R mod. So here is your front loader for that tractor I am showcasing. All right, now on to the next one, which is the logger. And the logger is just a semi-trailer for logs, and I have been using this one lately on no man's land, loading logs onto it. And the one thing that I like about it is a trailer for logs that I have found that does not float after you have put trees on it. And so this is by Farm Sim World FS Modding, and it has a base price of $28,000. So it's just my favorite one so far that I've enjoyed to use. But it's in the store in forestry equipment. I should say tools, and then in forestry equipment. Towards the end of my list here is the logger. Log trailer, you can do a main color of any one of these, and then a rim color of white, silver, black, or chrome. So we can put those to black, and $31,000 to buy it like that. I wish it had a little bit more customizations and paint, like giving you the ability to maybe paint the frame and then the log poles in a different color. Just my what I'd like to see updated maybe. Otherwise, a great trailer for logs, and again, it does not move after you put logs on it. Some trailers, when you put logs on it, will float kind of back left and right, and it just, yeah, just kind of gets irritating. Okay, the next mod is the Merlo P41.7 Turbofarmer by Arm Team Modding. And that is a telehandler. That is this thing right here. I love this telehandler that is modded by the ARM team. It is a base price of $90,000. We can look at that in the store. In the store, it is in vehicles, in telehandlers, right here, towards the end of my list. And this thing has a lot of customizations. So, first off, let's, I just bumped something there. Get up to the top. So configurations, standard, plus a trailer hitch. It puts on the trailer hitch back there. We'll put the trailer hitch on it. Okay, now wheels, you can look at the different variations in wheels. You can look at the different variations in designs for the windows. You can put them at tint. But the things I want to show you is this next thing for design. We can put a back 3-point on it. You can do a weight, different weights. But the thing I like is having the back 3-point on there plus that trailer hitch. And then you can do folding mechanisms and main colors, any one of these, and rim colors, any one of these, and then you can put a license plate on it. But it has a horsepower of 140 horsepower, and customizing it as we did there, we're at 98,400. A great little telehandler. So, of course, we've got just a standard pallet fork on the front, like you can put on any telehandler. But the thing that we can do here with this is now we can do anything with a 3-point on the back of our telehandler. So you could go plow yourself a field if you wanted to, or whatever. But this thing works really well. Again, this is the Merlo P41.7 Turbofarmer by Arm Team. All right, now on to the next one, which is the Mobile Utilities by Yos Modding. And this is a movable wood cell point, if you will. We'll show you in the build mode. So in the build mode, we can go into productions, into cell points, and the one I have here is this thing right here, which is mobile wood cell point. Now, we can place this for $500, and then you can pick it up and move it around anywhere you want, put it next to your pile of logs, and sell your logs. Now, also in this pack is a mobile bale sell point. You can put this against a stack of bales and sell them. And then I think there also is... I thought there was maybe another sell point thing, but anyway, those are the main two, but the main one I want to show is this mobile wood sell point right here. So we can pick this up, we can put it over here against our stack of wood, and on PlayStation we just hit our L3 button as we stand by it, and it sells our stack of logs for $2,445. A great little mobile wood sell point by our friend Yos Modding for $500 to place that. Okay, now on to the next mod, which is the packing facility mod, which has a number of production points in it. The one I want to showcase here is the carpentry point. And the packing facility mod is by Cookie Cat, and this carpentry sell point here in the packing facility mod is $60,000 to purchase. But here is your dump point for logs or wood chips. Here is your pallet point for spawning in your pallets. And here is your trigger to sell your wood. But the thing that is neat about this is it is a great production mod and works really, really well. And you can put wood chips in it, like I have 164,000 liters of wood chips in it. And then you can change your wood chips into wood pellets. And wood pellets will sell pretty decent and give you a really nice chunk of money. And the production rate for this packing facility mod for carpentry, yeah, I will just tell you, it's got a really good rate. And the other thing about the packing facility mod is you get a bonus off of what you sell. And again, this is by Cookie Cat. So in the build mode, we'll go to production here. And let's start our packing facility mods. So here is all of our packing facility mods. So we have, let's zoom out. So we have carpentry right here for $60,000. And then you can get a sugar mill. You can get a grain mill. You can get a spinnery. You can get a food factory. And you can get a dairy. And then you can get the main item, which is a big part of this pack, which is called the packing facility. but I suggest you check out this mod pack by Cookie Cat. You can make lots of money off of this mod pack, but this is my favorite one in the packing facility mod by Cookie Cat, which is the Carpentry point. Now on to the next one, which is my favorite tree harvester, modded tree harvester in the mod hub, which is the Rottne H21D David by Woodcraft Modding. Has a base price of $470,000 and works really well. So we just hop into our Rodney, and we can unfold it by hitting L1 and up on our directional pad. We can then open up our harvester, cutter, or whatever you call it. I'm a cop in real life, everybody. We'll just pull up to our tree like so. We can cut our tree. All right, and then we can set. Whoa, what are we running into there? Okay, that is an odd, very odd collision right here for some reason. There we go. I don't know why we had that odd collision right there, but anyway. Okay, if we put our help window on, let's put our help window on here for just a second, and we'll show you. So we are cutting at a length of 5 meters, but we can change that to 5.5, 6, 6.5. It goes all the way up to 25, I think. Yep, 25 meters, and then he goes back down to 1 meter. But my favorite length to cut is usually 5 meters. And this thing cuts really well. And of course, I went right past 5 meters. And so now we just hit our X button, and we can cut our tree here into 5-meter logs. Like so. But that is the Rottne by Woodcraft Modding, and in the store we go into vehicles, into forestry machines. It's at the end of my list, and here is the Rottne. Has several different customizations, nothing really that I want to highlight, but you can look at it. I just like this one better than the in-game one because of the operations of how it operates with the controls here on PlayStation. Now on to the next mod, which is the Sawmills Pack by Chameleos 0397. A great pack for sell points and production for forestry. So here is the sawmill. Here is your production point for pallets. Here is your wood chip point for getting your wood chips out. And here is your sell point area for logs and your sell trigger for your logs right there. So this works really well, but if we just go into our build mode here and we put down a decorative, let's go, whoops, wrong thing. I want landscaping, I want trees. We'll just put down a tree here. Let's just go with we'll just go with a little tree right here, a little young pine. We'll go with a small pine, put that right there. We'll pull out our chainsaw here. We will cut this. Put that right there, sell our tree into our production facility. So let's go into our production facility here. And I have 12,000 liters in here, but this has a great production rate as well. Puts out a pretty good, decent amount of planks. and wood chips. I believe it has a capacity of around 100,000, but I just suggest you check this one out here by Camelios 0397. Now, a part of this pack also is another wood sell point that just is a wood sell point. It doesn't do any production. But we just walk up to here is where you put your logs in front of it, as you can see there. Then you just stand right here. You sell your logs like so. And a cheap little sell point. It's like $5,000. Well, let's look at this in the build mode. In the build mode, we go to productions here. First off, here is our sawmill right here. For $50,000. And then if we go to sell points, here is our sell point that we have placed, and it is for $5,000. Again, by Camelios 0397. Now, on to the next thing here that I like to use in forestry and use for a number of other things is the sell everything mod. Basically, you can sell anything at this sell point. You just put your logs on the rate right here, walk over to your trigger, and sell your logs. But that is in the build mode as well, in productions, in sell points, and it only costs $1,000 right there to place. And that is by Schultz Modding. Now, on to the next thing, which is the TLX Phoenix Series by 82 Studios, one of my new favorite trucks for forestry, for a number of things, because you can get these auto-load pallet trailers. You can also get this log trailer, and you can get your truck right here, which also then you can put a front lifter on the front of it, like so. And then my last mod, which is, I'm going to show these together, which is the Tree Begone mod right here by Mantrid. We can put our Tree Begone right on the front of our truck. We can turn that on, and our Tree Begone mod then deletes trees, like so. So, a couple of mods here towards the end, which is the Tree Begone mod here by Mantrid, and then the TLX Phoenix Series by 82 Studios. So, in the store, you will find the TLX Phoenix Series here towards the end of my list, right here, and the truck start right here with the TLX Phoenix CMS for $82,119, clear on over to the end of this list here. This truck has a number of customizations, but if we just hit our combo on our last one here for combinations, then you can see you can get any one of these attachments here for this TLX Phoenix truck. And you can get a trailer to do auto load bales or pallet productions right here. But a great mod that I suggest you check out. And this truck is one of the best trucks, in my opinion, by 82 Studios, because here on console, everything for this truck works really well. And then our Tree Begone is in the store. In tools, in forestry equipment, towards the end of our list, there is two of them. One for basically hooking on to a front 3-point link, and then a smaller one which is just for skid steers. But it's got some different color customizations there you can see, but those are my top 17 mods. Now, the one other thing I wanted to see here, everybody, is just to conclude this, is I got 3 logs. And I just wanted to mess around here for a second. So we're going to take my mobile wood sell point over here to my 4-meter log. And we're going to sell my 4-meter log for $724. And then we're going to sell my 5-meter log right here for $989, and then we're going to sell my 6-meter log right here for $1,280, as you can see there. So anyway, that is my top 17 mods for forestry, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop me a tasty one on that like button, which is better known by myself as a crop battery and by you all people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But for myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.